And we're back with another podcast. Today, it's all about genealogy.
Where'd we come from?
Where we come from.
Where do we come from?
Where do we hail from?
You might have often said, where do these people come from? Which is a legitimate question. Okay, so
Spoiler alert, I'm a big old mutt.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like most of us are,
sure.
Most Americans are a mix of a lot of
very
things.
Few purebreds running around,
It's very true. It's very true.
They plunked me right out of a kennel, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I guess I'll start. Well, I am pretty much a mix of Scottish, Irish, and Spanish. So
Fun.
that's kind of what I am.
I've never seen the Spanish side of
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You know?
So it's weird. So my grandpa did that. What is it, like kind of ancestry.com?
Ancestry,
like
yeah.
went
23
way,
oh,
kind of
okay.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like all these family trees and like branches out, right?
Sure.
And my wife does that too, actually, for her family. But yeah, come to find out, we have we're related to some like royal guy, Spanish royalty guy.
Nice.
Like, yeah. And too, we're also related to the people that's called Ayers Rock.
Yeah.
But it's they call it something else too. But the discovery of that too, wouldn't
it be funny if
Look at that.
Jordan was somehow in the line of succession for the Spanish throne, and he'd be like, "Hey guys, I can't come in today. Sorry, I got to begin my reign."
Yeah.
You know,
It's
What
called
you're saying is we got a new vacation.
Yeah. It's called like Castillo de something, and I want to
Wow.
like if you can like prove, and you prove that you're related, they'll let you like stay at this giant castle too and everything. I'm like, oh, we didn't just go.
hey yo, Your Highness, I'm here.
Yeah,
We do
Where's
the
my room?
KATcast from location, Jordan.
Live from Spain.
That's right. You know where Missouri is, right?
But how far I've fallen now. I'm like, where's my royalty now? You know?
Missed opportunity.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
It's exciting, like when you really start going back, you're like, and then you go, man, where'd my family go wrong? What'd they do?
Somewhere along the line, they were banished.
Dang it! Somewhere along the line, my great relatives fell in love and decided I don't want to be a part of this awesome palace anymore.
Wow.
I will tell you, I mean, genealogy has been a passion of mine for years and years. It really started with my dad. I mean, he was the one, and this is before the internet. He was able to put together a really pretty impressive family tree of ours. And his was through state and national records, that kind of thing. I've never been to Ellis Island. It's been a dream of mine to go there and see what I can do. But once I worked with the framework that he had, man, there was no turning back. You know, Ancestry, the DNA stuff that they do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even I'll tell you, there is a site called FamilySearch.org. Now that's run by, it's like a Mormon site, because as Mormons, your genealogy, where you come from, it's a real important part of the faith.
Yes, absolutely.
So they're like meticulous with making sure the records are accurate on it, but they're open to everybody. You don't have to be Mormon. You FamilySearch.org, and you go on there, and a lot of the stuff, because Ancestry will charge for stuff, but Family Search does not. So there are certain things that maybe, I had to pay for this on Ancestry. Go to Family Search and you'll find it free.
That's what he'll call a hilly hack. Anything that's free, Kevin calls it a hilly hack.
I will.
He does.
But so my dad, for years, he said, I want to go to Ireland and blah blah blah. I did finally make that trip in last August, and a big part of that for me was genealogy, meeting cousins that I had never met before. Extended, most of them are like second and third cousins, that kind of thing. But it was an amazing trip. And one of the things with genealogy that is incredible is finding people in your family that you never knew you had. Mm-hmm. Like all of a sudden there's this family all over the world, and they belong to you and you belong to them, So I'm still digging and searching. I mean, I've gone as far back as like the early 1800s in Ireland, where my great grandfather was born.
You did, or who got for you? You have to spit in the tube and you send it off. Who did that for you?
That's not 23andMe. It's the other one, Ancestry, the one that Ancestry does.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember.
Ancestry DNA, I guess it was.
Did you do that, or did one of your kids get you that? I can't remember.
Oh, I spit. Yeah.
No, no, I know you spit. No, I'm asking, did somebody get that for you as a gift, or did you just do that yourself?
My wife did it.
I was trying to remember.
My wife did it originally because she it's kind of a whole story in itself. But she has turns out a half niece, I should say. I'm sorry,
Okay.
a half niece, and she wasn't sure about that, so she did it because the half niece had done it. Turns out they were a match.
Okay.
I go, well, that's amazing. So now I'm going to do it. So I just paid the $99.
Okay.
Bucks.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking you got it for like a Father's Day or something. What? But it's so funny because every once in a while, Hilly will be in here and he'll get a notification and he'll be like, "Oh, I've got a third cousin twice removed." Or he'll get a weird notification that there's another Hilly out there.
I'm always getting those. It's like, oh, Sarah so-and-so in Iowa or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'll be like,
A Hilly has popped into existence.
and it says, but what it says, it's like 1% DNA match. Wow, come on. I mean,
You said
Aaron
you
could
wanted
be a
to find
1% DNA match for me.
Good.
that is true, right?
Hey, I don't know who people have been hanging out with. I'm just saying. I make no excuses for my past, man.
Ew.
I'm just saying. Listen,
The KATcast took a dark turn.
my dad was single for a long time before he and my mom got married.
See, like I said, I think it's just really cool that we trace it back as like I found out that I'm related to like Spanish royalty, and then I'm related to the guy that discovered Ayers Rock, which again, it's got another name too, but I just know it's Ayers Rock. But he named the landmark. I'm like, I'm related to that guy. Nice.
That's cool.
Have you ever tried to track where you're from or who's connected to you?
No. Okay, so my dad's cousin has done a lot of work, and he had emailed me all this stuff, and it's probably been a decade plus since I've looked at it. So, I mean, everything I've got today is very, very vague, just because I haven't looked at that in a long time. But I know on my mom's side of the family, we're Scotch and Irish, and then on my dad's side, German and Czechoslovakian.
Okay.
So,
wow, that's quite a mix.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you know what though? What I heard is like we're all like Irish Scottish. Like there's a lot of Irish Scottish in this room right now.
There are more Irish in America than there are in Ireland.
There are.
Well,
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, when my brother and I we went to Ireland in March, we went to the Irish Immigration Museum, and it was crazy because like right after the potato famine, you could see how all the families, basically the kids, as soon as they were grown, were like, we're out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy to see where they went all over the world.
Yeah,
I mean, they just scattered like,
it's amazing.
Leaves in the wind. And it was really quite something.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's funny because like, growing up, a lot of, my cousins and stuff were in the same county, in Callaway County, growing up. And I remember in first or second grade, I came home and I was like, Mom, I have a boyfriend. And she's like, oh, you do? Yeah, we hold hands on the bus. And she's like, oh, well, what's his name? And I told her, she's like, honey, that's your cousin. Nope.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. That happened a couple times, actually. Yeah. So.
This person's
Where do you
awesome.
think-
Oh, we're family. That's
That's
why.
why we're awesome.
Where do you think we are? Arkansas? Come on,
In second grade, you hold hands.
Yeah.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah,
I remember. Look, I did that too. I found out I had a similar situation. It was a cousin that unbeknown to me, I didn't know it was my cousin. Had a crush, and then found out it was my cousin. And I go, well, I guess it ends there, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty much. My mom's side of the family is Armenian, and I know almost nothing about them. I mean, I can't go really much past. I know my grandparents, obviously, who they were, but and I have names on my great grandparents. But so much of those records, and here's one of the things you face if you're doing genealogy: certain nationalities, so many of the records are gone because of war. Armenians went through the Turkish massacre, the genocide, the Armenian genocide. So many of the records were just destroyed. My grandfather used to say when he came to this country, he didn't know when his birthday was. He used to say his was on Christmas. My grandmother said hers was on July 4th. So July 4th and Christmas, we celebrated their birthdays. That's the way it worked. But I put so much more effort into my Irish side because those records are pretty reliable between church baptismal records and things like that. But
it's easier if you're able to track it. Yeah, it's easier to see a trail than to just do guesstimates.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you just have to settle for a guesstimate, and I hate to do that because I'm just the way I am, sort of OCD with figures and numbers and everything. I like everything really exact.
Yeah.
So it kind of kills me to have to do that sometimes. But sometimes, was it born 1825? 1824, 1826, could have been 1830. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So you don't know. I was like, it's driving me crazy.
It's just always so cool, like, finding, because it's like, we end up in Missouri, so it's like, it's just cool seeing, it's like, your family was here, and you're like, man, they went to, like, Germany, they went to, it's like, how did they find Missouri? Like, how did they get here?
Very true. Well, one thing our kids and grandkids will be able to do is to track, at least from a certain point in history, much easier because of technology, the internet, and everything else. Plus, I mean, it's funny. My wife, she says, if I Google Kevin Hilly, you're like on the first 4 pages or something. I'm like, I could never be off the grid if I wanted to, because it's like, so years from now, my great grandchildren will be like, who is this Kevin Hilly? Oh, he did something called radio, whatever that was.
In the future, it's not even going to exist. They're going to be like, that ancient technology? My gosh. What? Right. Cancer was a problem for them, too? What?
Yeah, exactly.
We just take injections now.
This woman, Erin Hart, she's still alive. We'll just ask her. And I'll be like, he was a straight-up nerd.
280 years old.
Well, let me tell you about your great-great-great-grandpa, Kevin.
Oh, my gosh.
Erin was a part of an experimental trial that makes her live forever now. She's
right.
Right. Live to at least be 750.
They figured out somehow they made me live longer. Joke's on you all.
Little did she know.
It's like with the snake, the venom is that you can make the anti-venom out of it.
Exactly.
It's like, well, this condition you had, Aaron, is actually, we found out, it makes you live forever. It's
wow.
That's right. They hacked Hashimoto's disease.
Man, that's incredible. We're talking genealogy today, how you can do it. And here's the thing. It could, if you're interested, but you're like, I don't even know where to start. I'm telling you, the internet is your friend. It really is. I mean, whether you do a free ancestry trial, ancestry.com, or again, go to that family search I was telling you about. But there are so many resources now. And here's the thing. Once you start digging, man, it becomes a mission. Maybe there's one piece of it that, oh, what was his kid's name? And you start digging for it. And, okay, he was in World War I. Okay. And, it's just like it becomes like Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
It really does.
Over people that you'll never meet.
Of people you'll never meet. Yeah.
It's incredible. There's my grandpa, and this is just like in World War II, but like his brother, he saved his whole platoon or whatever. Like, right. They never found him. He was like MIA. They never rediscovered him. But like, he basically, like, they were all surrounded or whatever, and he just drew their fire basically and led them all away. So like, saved like countless people. It was nuts. And so like, he had like a packet like that detailed all that. They found out, and then again, they never found his body though. But he ended up getting like a Purple Heart and all this. Like, it was incredible. Like seeing that. I remember I thought that was so fascinating. Matter of fact, I remember I took that to like my history teacher for like extra credit. I did a paper about it. And it was so cool and interesting. Just again, it's cool that I'm related to these kind of people,
The stuff you find through your digging, through your research. I mean, there was a second, third cousin of mine. I mean, like however many removed, he got this medal, World War I. Patrick Hilly is his name.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And he got this medal for, I guess a similar thing. Like, he saved a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
He's like, man, what am I doing?
I know.
I'm just waking up people in the morning and, doing this thing.
What are you doing, Ted?
What am I doing?
It puts things in perspective, huh?
Patrick Hilly's looking at me from heaven going, oh, that Kevin, we're so disappointed in him. We thought he was going to be something.
The family disappointed.
The line.
To do something like that, you talk about a superhero moment.
Apparently the successful line ended with him. Look at that. So
they paved the way for you, Kevin.
Exactly. Yeah, and look what ended up. Great. Sorry, all the Hillies. I really tried. I went when I was in Ireland. I didn't get a chance to go to one of the graves I wanted to, but I remember going to the original family homestead, and I looked at it and I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. People lived in here. Like, it's so easy to just see as a shell now, but people lived in here. They raised children in here. It blows your mind. We're 200 years ago.
You're talking like, I mean, you think too, like, they didn't have carpet, you know what I mean? Just like dirt floors half the time, you know what I mean? You're like, dang, that's some rough living.
I know, man. We got it really easy. So, well, if you got if you got a thought about genealogy, have you searched your own family tree?
Mm-hmm.
Have you discovered something interesting? We want to know. We're really nosy with this stuff.
Yeah, Kevin is.
If you feel comfortable sharing, man,
absolutely,
let us know.
Or if you just want Kevin to do some more digging on your family, he would love to do that too.
It's Cat Country at mailzimmer.com, and we always appreciate you tuning into the KATcast, don't we?
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that wraps up another Cat Country KATcast.